What the point of this is exactly, I don't know. He could have just put himself and his business, you know, what he does and what he makes out there. To me, it's odd that somebody else puts, other people's stuff. Like, I mean, what if they didn't want it out there? I'm sure you could look it up. I'm not saying it's not public information, but really, speak for yourself for once in your life. Be an adult. I think it's ridiculous. I even saw him in the chat, Mr. Gorlworld, looking like Slow Mama. The only thing he did, he didn't add anything to Yaba's chat the other day. He looked like Slow Mama stirring up drama by coming in to say, oh, she posted something about you on her community post, when the conversation wasn't even about that. No one really cared about that. Nobody cares about really what Foodie Beauty has to say anymore at all. It's gotten all pretty old at this point. We all know she's a joke. We all know she's lying. And is it me, or does Garlic Bread always sound like he's hurt or like he hasn't hit puberty yet? I don't know. But this video is not about him, and it's not going to be about FFG. But I will always give my opinion on these two morons, because that's what they have become, at least in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I leave and nothing changes. People continue to be morons. People like FFG, who struck my channel down simply because I support Yaba, while she continues to cry anti-Semitism, looking like that idiot Rabbi Shmuley, making real Jewish people look bad. And then we have Garlic Bread, the idiot, comparing what he does to Foodie Beauty, knowing dang well that, of course, he's gonna make more views, get more views than she is. Like, what are you trying to prove? I have no idea. But this is the stupidity we have come to. We have to lower ourselves so low to compare ourselves to Foodie Beauty, of all people. And no, we don't all pocket watch. I don't watch to see how many hours a creator is on and how much they're making. That's weird. Speak for yourself. Stop being a little punk and grow a pair. Now we can get into the real topics. So glad to be back, by the way. I missed everyone. Thank you all for showing your continued support and growing support. Thank you all to new viewers, new subscribers out there. Rest in peace, King Marty. Every time I do one of these, I can't help but to remember, Marty, rest in paradise, brother. You're the only reason I ever started. And I have children, of course. So, and you guys know how I feel about Preds and Pred defenders. Need I say more? Anyway, yeah, huge shout out to all the reaction channels, as always, for sure. They also inspire me. But I think this title's in response to, a lot of the videos Garlic Bread has been making towards her, which I just think it's funny with her title, her little clickbait title. Oh, I'm not broke. No, you're fat, and you're disgusting, and you're unhealthy. I mean that's it. You should have just titled it that. I may not be broke, but I'm fat, disgusting, and unhealthy. And that would have made perfect sense. And I bet you would have gotten a lot more views. But unfortunately for you, that's not the case. And it won't be the case. I mean, I figured why not start off talking about Foodie here for a second. Look, folks, it's all a sham. It's obviously been put out there already. She is very popular these days. Not in a good way. I mean, hasn't she always been popular? But a lot more lately because of all this controversy surrounding her and her fake husband and anime sucks and whatever. But I have my theory on all that. What of you, eh? What of you to start with? Good job of the Hut here. Oh, man. I mean, look, I don't know whether this whole beef, this whole thing is manufactured or not. But my theory, this is what I've been trying to say because it's too much to type in people's chat. And, I wanted to be more clear about this. Because things are starting to seem a little fishy, with Salad supposedly not there. He is there, he's not there. Like I told Yaba, YouTube Underground, something tells me he's really not there. Or I'm sorry, I mentioned something about a food pantry. I don't think I mentioned this theory in particular. But something tells me that this is somewhat of a scam that my father tried to involve me with. And this is speaking from experience. Someone's family was going to pay me to marry their child so I can get them their citizenship. So to me, considering his family supposedly has money, think about this. If his father's like involved with the Ministry of whatever, I don't even remember, what is it, the Ministry of Education? I'm sure his family has some kind of money. They believe, or she somehow tricked them into believing, and they're all wrapped into this mess now, so there's no actual fast way out because I'm sure she signed some papers being dumb. It really isn't that easy of a scam if you don't know what you're doing. But a family can pay you, and I'm sure, like I said, she tricked them into believing that she can get him his papers, green card, early or fast because she's a quote unquote citizen of Canada. And I believe timelines lapsed, deadlines for her because she's so lazy as it is. She didn't put paperwork in on time. So now she's stuck in this situation, and so is he. Meaning flappy tits. Salad. So I think that she also has those texts saved. And he of course comes in by and checks on her because he feels horrible that she's alone. She probably puts a guilt trip on him. There's a lot of manipulation behind the scenes, of course. We know, we've seen her. You guys have watched her for years, a lot longer than I have. I'm pretty sure that she has those texts saved somehow to hold over his head. And she threatens to show him them to his family, authorities, what have you. I don't know. I don't know how far they would take it with the authorities, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot more involved. She's threatened to take the car away. Sorry about that. Quick commercial. Had to skip over that. She's threatened to basically leave him in the dust in the dust. Literally. Nowhere to live, and I think he likes the luxury. Even though he may not be living with her, he's benefiting from these things by going out with his friends, spending her money. And yeah, unfortunately, like I said, things happen like that. I was going to get paid, though. I remember when I was told about this marriage scam, green card scam, I was going to get paid like $10,000. And then another 10,000 when the person arrived or was approved or whatever the case. I had wanted nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. That is federal crime, federal time. That is some outlandish. I mean, there's some people out there. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. But look, I'm not getting involved in that kind of stuff. I've got I've got serious a life to think about, and even at the time I had a child, I wasn't. I was thinking about stuff like that, and these are criminal behaviors. You can't involve yourself in this kind of stuff. So that to me is what's going on with her. With anime sucks, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if I believe it because it obviously happened before. I'm starting to now think that he's part of their whole little thing here to get her some more views. And she may have even cooked this entire fight up just to get more views. Because she knows they're drama. I mean, look at the freaking community post she put up. Talk about desperation. She is really running out of room here. And not just in her car. Okay? She has nothing. And her numbers show it. So, that's pretty much as far as it goes for Foodie Beauty. Moving on. Oh, and let's not forget how much of a pig she was. This was embarrassing. I just had to comment on that as well. This was a complete embarrassment, like others have been saying. Completely ridiculous. She doesn't know what real food is, real culture in general. And I think it's so crazy how she's all of a sudden saying, this year I'm really going to take things serious. That should have been your New Year's resolution. But technically, didn't she already say that a billion times? It doesn't matter. This is what I'm saying. Nothing changes with this fat slob. She's just waiting, and biding her time. Pretending to go to doctors. But I'm telling you, when she goes to the hospital because of a real attack, won't be no laughing matter then, will it, cutie? Just get ready. It's coming. Keep playing with life. Keep playing with fire. You're not hurting any of us. Trust me on that. Keep sticking it to the haters, cutie. In other breaking news, lolcow Queens is going down the drain quickly because Becky is just one ugly, annoying person as much as duty booty, okay? Let's all be honest. Some of us like annoying people. Some of us don't. Those same people that like idiots like FFG probably love Becky. I don't know. I like Tina. Tina, for some reason, maybe because she's so real, she's old school. She doesn't pull any punches. She tells you how it is. Becky just seems so fake, and the numbers tell it all. Keem, wake up, bro. How many times are you going to put on these fake little freaking shows where it's like you pretend you're mad and you come on trying to get on Becky and all of a sudden she starts crying and gets all... Like, nobody wants to see that. It's annoying. She's annoying. You were intelligent. And then you've had Slow Mama on your panel. Really, bro? Well, I was gonna say you can do better, but God, even Boogie is crap. So is Wings. Like everything you're doing is going downhill. Like lolcow is just ruining everything. That brand is no more. It's trash now. You started with some great ideas. The biggest star you have on this show is Mike from Kid Behind the Camera, Fat Kid, or whatever. I think it's Fat Kid Behind the Camera or Kid Behind the Camera. It doesn't matter. Mike, who is, I think he's related to Tina, but Becky is so irritating. I don't know how people can just sit here and listen. Like, dude, if any of you ever have a chance to sit there and sit through a stream, good luck to you. I'm not going to encourage you to do it. The show sucks. They used to get 60,000 viewers or more, or who knows what, when Yaba and even FF Gun went on there. They brought a ton of views. Like, that's pretty pathetic, Keem. I don't know what's going on, bro. But you're failing with this one. And like I said, bringing on Slow Mama, that was one of the biggest mistakes you've made, honestly. That's just bad energy to have trash like that and trash like Becky on your show. I wish you luck in the future, I guess. Congrats on all your success that you've had on the YouTubes for all these years. But look at this, 22,000. It's like a stalemate for them. 30. 2 months ago was the last time I see 60 something thousand views. About 2 months and beyond then is when you see the great number of views. That tells you, it's like read the room, Keem. Come on, bro. People should understand, like, I would imagine you as a creator, I'm sure you can look at the statistics, the numbers. You're a lot smarter than garlic bread. So, I mean, see, in this case, it would make sense to look at numbers. But I don't know. It's not my place to say. I don't run the shit. The ish show. So, I'm not the captain aboard that sinking ship. I'm not the clown that's part of that circus. So I can't really say much more. And last but not least, the main reason I get on and I do what I do is to continue to expose freaks like this. Big shout out to N-Word Boy. Y'all want to check him out? There's his little tag right there in the top. Man, it's like Cyrax just doesn't stop. And people say, he's special, leave him alone. No, he knows right from wrong, okay? And that's enough. If you know right from wrong, left from right, up and down, I don't want to hear that garbage. You've been confronted by police, but because of his specialties, okay, he's manipulated the system into not getting charged somehow all these years. And I think that's complete BS. But this is who somebody he confronted. And first of all, let me say this too. I will never trust someone like this around my children. Neither should any of you. These are the type of people you keep away from your children.
I want to know why you did it, Kira. Why'd you cheat on me? After I put my entire life, my career, on hold for you. Gave you everything I had.
You have no career. You have no life. All you do, just like Foodie Beauty. Except she's eating all day, sitting inside the fart box. You're like a freaking hobbit inside the attic. Okay, this is just crazy.
And more. Did everything I could to protect you.
Yeah.
Did everything I could to be the best dad I could to Callum.
And that's scary. Luckily, see, and you know this is why this is insane. This is kind of like what Foodie Beauty's doing, thinking that she has a real friend every time she talks to the audience. This is Cyrax. It's that mentality where it's like, you don't have any real friends. This is his only interaction with the outside world. He met a woman online, and all of a sudden he fell in love with her. It's his girlfriend, and get a grip. Why are people allowed like this to be online? You know why? Because YouTube allows it. But then when we report stupidity like this, we're the ones to get caught up for fake strikes, false copyright, false whatever. We're the ones, the fighters of justice, that get knocked over. All for fat slobs like Foodie Beauty and slow tards like him to be able to freely continue spreading garbage, lies, and delusion.
13 fucking goddamn years, Kira, and this is how you fucking repay me?
13 years, and within those 13 years, many times sending pics of his member to children
By doing the
and decoys.
very fucking thing that you said that you never do, which is cheat. And I want to know why. What made you fucking do it?
Simple. She was never your girlfriend, stupid.
Was it money? A place to live? What was it? Why'd you do it? And I want you to make a video or call me or contact me and tell me for yourself why you did it. I want the fucking goddamn truth. You owe me a goddamn fucking answer, you stupid bitch. You owe...
Gosh, all that aggression. Do you imagine not having anyone all your life? I mean, I wonder why. Look at all this aggression. It's got to come from somewhere. Obviously, you need some help, Chance. Mr. Wilkins.
me an answer. You know, I figured after 13 years of knowing me, you would at least have a fucking answer for me. You don't know how much it hurt me to see you do what you did.
You don't know how many children you've hurt with your exposing yourself. How about that, weirdo?
You don't understand the level of pain that you've caused. You don't understand how you
Isn't it funny how predators sound the same and pred defenders sound the same? You notice Foodie Beauty always has the same victim mentality, being as vile as she is. Why do sick, twisted, deluded folks always talk as if they're the victim? I never understood that.
One thing that mattered more to me than even mine and yours relationship, which is being a fucking dad to your son, Callum.
Don't say that. You were never a son to her son. You were never a father to her son. Stop it, please. That's weird and creepy.
That boy made me proud to be a dad. I was
I'm so happy they never met in real life.
excited.
And she probably found out I'm assuming that's why she kind of stepped away, aside from seeing how unhinged he is naturally.
To be able to do something I had never gotten to experience before in my life, which is to be a fucking dad and a father.
You know how Foodie Beauty eats to make her happy? Look at the top of his head. He picks scabs on his head. I think that gives him a rush, makes him happy.
You don't understand how much it hurt me, knowing that the last words I got to say to Callum were, "I love you, son, and I hope you have a good day at school." You
Yeah,
don't know how
I
much
bet.
those words fucking pierce my heart like a fucking arrow right now.
As much as he watches wrestling, I think that he takes a lot of cues from that, with this whole performance, the way he speaks to people. You know how, if any of you have ever watched wrestling and how performative it is when they're giving promos on the microphone. This is how he talks. He thinks he's very tough and very cool, and he's just a joke.
Knowing that those were the last words I got to say to that little boy.
Thank God. Thank the Lord that that's as far as it went. Thank the Lord that you got to say nothing more or didn't get to have any contact with him any more after that. Thank the Lord. And if you don't believe in the Lord, just thank goodness.
And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about what all you other motherfuckers on YouTube have to say, because you guys are a bunch of fucking pussies anyway.
Sounds like someone else we know. Foodie Beauty. See what I'm talking about? Something wrong is really wrong with them. In general. Something is so wrong with these people. And again, how do these people, it's almost like they get to walk around in public. No, they need to open up these mental institutions, give these people a serious mental health evaluation. I'm talking about, I don't care. You know how they used to supposedly pull people over, that stop and frisk thing? I think they need to bring that back only for mental institutions. For people like him and Foodie Beauty. Just saying.
But Kira, you took away so much from me.
Crocodile tears.
You really don't fucking understand the damage that you've done. How much?
And look at this other similarity. Lives like a pig, just like Foodie Beauty. Look at this room. Pure filth, crap everywhere. Another similarity of Preds and Pred defenders. Interesting.
Hurt and pain you've caused in a lot of fucking people. My mom, even though, yes, me and her might not agree on a lot of shit.
You mean the fact that you keep her up half the night with your screaming and your non-singing arse, terrible music that you don't know how to play, anything, like you make no good music, nothing. What you do is make noise. And she has to deal with that. That poor woman, poor Sally. What is she, like 80, 90 now? I don't even know. But at the same time, Sally, it's your fault that you've allowed this to go on for so long. You need to put this boy in check or put him in a home, something.
Even still, she loved you as a fucking daughter. Matt and Ethan, they loved you like a sister. They saw Callum as their fucking nephew. Everybody that I knew, that I know, loved you to death. Saw you as family. Everybody that I knew saw you as family. And then what did you You fucking cheated on me with the Fed. All for what? Money? A house? What was it?
Money? A house?
Was it something I did that made you want to leave? What was it?
Maybe she found out that you were texting children all the time. Just a guess.
I want to know.
Do you see that, folks? Good God, that is disgusting. Ugh, I think I'm about to be sick. Anyway, my time is limited here. I'll be back with more for sure. This was just a quick little recap of what's been going on lately. More madness to come for sure. Y'all stay tuned and stay safe. I'm about to be sick. Till next time, folks.